and welcome back. I'm Mary Jo, also known as Sewjo, and this is my channel where I talk about all my quilty stitchy things. And this is Rediscovering My Stash, Part 9. So I'm taking a look at my stash and bringing you guys along with me, kind of to helping to refresh my memory on what I have that I can't really see. So I'm pulling things out one little section at a time, taking a look. And today, all of these that I'm going to show you are basically what I call my kits. Some of them have a pattern, some of them don't, but you know, there's pre-cuts with some other yardage and stuff together. So, let's get started. We have this fat quarter bundle right here. This is from Marcus Fabrics, and this is Knights Riviera by Nancy Rink. It says there's 17 fat quarters. Now, I won't be showing each individual flat quarter just because that'd take too long. But in addition to that, I have yardage. So there's 5 different pieces of yards. I'm assuming there's at least 1 yard on here. I don't know for sure. But what I'm going to make with this, I don't know. But I'm still going to call it a quilt kit because I have yardage and fat quarters, and I'm sure I could do something with it. Okay. Now, let's see what else I got. Then I'm going to have this one here. This, I have a jelly roll. This is Love Letters, Timeless Treasures. I don't have any plans for this. Got a lot of purples. And I have some yardage. Now I'm going to assume there's probably 2 yards on here. Yes, I have it written on my comic book board in there. So I'm going to call this another quilt kit. Now this next one I actually have a pattern picked out for. And I'm sorry, I know I keep hitting the camera. Alright, this is a Peaceful Retreat quilt. So this is what I want to do with it. But this is a panel. I might be able to undo the panel a little bit. It's got flowers and some birds. So that is the panel, and then I've got these fabrics here that I'm going to use. Got a B, my fabric C, my fabric D, my fabric E, and my fabric F. So that is another quilt kit. And that one even has a pattern. So I'm going to keep that pattern right there with it, so I know. Now this next one I'm calling a kit, although I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I just kind of grouped these fabrics together, but they don't necessarily have to go together. And let's see. First of all, I got this fabric, which is Stamps. This is from Wyndham Fabrics. And then I got some of these like matte prints that I have. There's one. Here's another one. Globes. I think my husband picked these out when he was with me one time. That's why I think I have them. So when I come across the right pattern, I'll put all 3 of those together. Okay, now this one, you gotta use your imagination a little bit. But I do have a pattern. Here is the pattern. Now this pattern is just a Christmas story. Now I know these are free patterns that I'd got from somewhere a long time ago that I'd printed off. So now the fabric I'm using has nothing to do with this and nothing to do with Christmas. There's this wild print here, and it says this is a panel ×2. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure if I read the directions on what the fabric requirements, I'll figure it out. And I will say on this, like, I've got these numbers and stuff written on here, and that's because here in the pattern, sometimes when they give you those SKU numbers for different prints, since I'm not using it, I kind of went ahead and wrote it on here so I would remember. Then I have this and this. I'll probably add a background or something. So that is another quote kit. All right. Now let's see. This, I have this printed out, and this is a Mini Charms chocolate quilt pattern. I know this is from Pat Quarter Shop. It was a free pattern. This will be that. And it takes 3 mini charms. So I have my 3 mini charms here from a while ago. Motiflorts. I got this. And then I was going to put it with this Maywood Poppies. And I'll have to do some sort of background. So that is another quilt kit. Let me put this back right here. Okay. Then I have this next one that is a panel. I just don't have the pattern printed out to show you because I know it is, as it was a downloaded pattern that I have. And this is Dragonfly. So here is the panels, panel prints. So got that panel print, and then I have a jelly roll. Got that jelly roll there, same line. And I have these 3 solid colors to go with it. Actually, that's not true. This is for the Dragonfly quilt. And this says on it, this is for the Mini Charms chocolate binding. Okay. So these 2 actually go with my Mini Charms. Or this quilt. All right, makes more sense. All right. Now the rest of these I don't have any plans for other than I'm kitting them together and calling them a quilt. Or calling them a kit. Let's see. Now this is a fat quarter bundle. Extension Time fat quarter bundle. So yeah, different sewing related things. And of course we got my blues. I love my blues. And then I have this yardage to go with it, a stitch in time. There's 2 yards on here. So I'm calling that a kit. Even though I don't know what pattern I'll use, but I'm sure I could find something. And then I've got another fat quarter bundle. And I don't know what this is. So I have that fat quarter bundle. It's got a lot of fabrics in it. And some more yardage to make another quilt. So you can use this for borders and bindings. This has 2 yards on it. I was trying to see what this is. This is actually Moda. See what it is. Moda Sanctuary by 3 Sisters. So I'm calling that another quilt, another kit. Okay. Now this one is a doozy. Let me see here. I don't have any plans for it, but let's see. I have a fat quarter bundle. This is from Riley Blake. Let's see. It tells me what it is. Harmony Farm by Sean Wallace. So this would definitely be good for a little boy baby quilt. Now, I remember I bought this at a craft store that was going out of business. Now, I bought one, and I also have a charm pack right here. And then my mom also bought some, and she bought a bunch. She gave me 2 more fat quarters. So I have 3 fat quarters of this. Plus, I have yardage. I have that yardage. And this yardage. And a whole bunch of this yardage that I know my mom gave me because she had bought a bunch too when it was on, like I said, clearance, since it was going out of business. So since I have 3 different fat quarter bundles, I'm going to call this 3 kits because I have more than enough yardage to go with that. And I have 1 more kit, or what I'm calling a kit anyway. And it's another little boy type print. And this is called Later Gator. Sorry. Charm packs. Very bright print. So not only do I have 1, I have 2 charm packs. And I have some yardage. So I have this for a border print. Frogs, birds. There's a gator on the back. And then I got some of these companion prints here to go with it. So I'm going to call that another quilt kit. So let me count these all up and I'll show you what I got. So these are all quilt kits that I've put together myself. Like I said, they may not have a pattern, however, with them right now, but it's easy to go online and find free patterns for pre-cuts. And then since I already have the yardage, which I can use for borders or backgrounds, bindings, you know, or whatever. So let me count these and I'll let you know what my totals are so far. So that is 13 more quilt kits that I've made myself. So that brings my quilt kits up to 50. Now, I did take away 2 of those quilt kits because in my weekly update, I had shown that I had started working on 2 of the quilt kits from the beginning of my Rediscovering My Stash series. So I took away 2 just so I had that running count going on. And that means that now I am up to 50 quilt kits. I have 44 standalone jelly rolls, 16 standalone jolly bars, fat quarter bundles 37, charm pack 68, fat quarters 41, layer cakes 63. I still have 61 pieces of yardage that are 1 yard or more, and 11 bolts. So that's where I am so far. Got a lot more. Okay, until next time. Bye.